So, it's been a while since I decided to make a video, and well, I'm back. Updates. I'm in Southern California, no longer in Sacramento. What I really wanted to talk about, though, was my new means of letter writing, or what I actually write a letter on now. When I was working up in Sacramento, I didn't have any paper with me, didn't want to buy any at work, so I developed almost kind of like an old school, like Japanese form of like writing style. So you got this, and of course it opens up, and you open it up some more, and you've got this little bad boy, which is the actual letter, which obviously opens up even more. Okay, so, and I wrote this, actually, the first one that I made was on this. It's like tissue paper out of a dispenser, you know, like in the break room, or you know, even out of the restroom. But genius. Now, I haven't been able to find like in bulk, like rolls that I can just, you know, tear off at home, but which sounds bad. But anyways, I was given a humongous roll of brown paper. Okay? And so what I did is I chopped it up. Cut it into little itty bitty rolls. Okay? This is going to be the length for the outside of the letter. So essentially the envelope. And then you're going to have a little guy for the little ones. The little actual like parchment that you're going to write on. Well, me. I don't know about you. But anyways, my ingenious craftsmanship has developed rolls that I can spool out, cut, okay, cut to shape, and then cut to shape. Which one I like make out of this. Okay. So I wanted to show you one of the ones that I've made out of the brown paper. So again, got this little bad boy. Open sesame, okay. And then of course you've got the letter that you're going to write on. And this one's obviously pretty long. Haven't written anything on it yet, but yeah. I thought it was pretty genius, even though it's been done before, obviously. But, and it fits in an envelope this big. Anyways, just felt like making that little video, saying a bunch of nothing about stuff that I'm interested in. Like to write. Got a few pen pals, and well, I enjoy writing. So long as people write back, of course. And that's me picking on a person. But anyways, yeah. Anything else? Oh, I'm going to be getting my sword back. My aunt's sending it to me, and I was living with her for about a summer, and so I'm going to be getting that back. And since I just moved, I'm going to, or I've already, you know, got it ready to have my dad ship me some stuff, which my boken is going to be in with that stuff, and I'm really eager to get both of those back so I can start training again. Doesn't mean I couldn't, like, you know, go find another boken, you know, carve it and make it and start swinging that around. But really eager to get my sword back. Most people would be like, oh, well, you know, why do you need that? Because I don't really train with my sword. Japanese lore basically states, you know, that a sword, an actual sword, that can hurt someone very badly, doesn't get unsheathed unless it's necessary, unless they're tending to it. To train with a boken, is the only real training that one should need. You should pull out your sword, periodically, maintain it, wipe it down if you have any oil stains from other people touching it because they think oh, look how sharp that is. No, touch. Bastards. I'm actually kind of scared to see what mine looks like. It's been about 2 years, 2.5 years, since, probably 2 years, since I last unsheathed it and wiped it down. When I was in Portland, Oregon, my what do you call that? The guy who managed the office at the apartment complex, manager, whatever. He was all like, "Oh yeah, you got swords? I've got some at home, blah blah blah." And he's like, "Oh well, the mine's not like this," because he had the imitation. You just sit in the corner, you leave there. And mine's an actual battle-ready Parchment sword. I've done some research, and it's got the blood groove, not the hamen. I forget what they call that in Japanese, but the blood groove in it. Now, I've done research, and it makes it a quick blade because there's no weight there, and it actually makes like a sound. But I found out that they're not as durable because I was watching the forging of a blade, and when they forge it, the metal it comes up like this, and there's like crease down the center. And so they put the hard steel in that section, and then they continue to forge it. So, I thought that was interesting. Now, I don't know if they do that with the blood groove ones, but I'm almost inclined to say that they don't. Anyways, back to my story. The manager unsheathed it and touched the blade, and I was just like, oh my god. So when I got it, took it right upstairs, wiped it off. But ever since that day, I don't know how, I don't know why, it's needed at least once a day or once every 2 days, wiping down that almost towards the tip, just wiping it away, whatever the fuck keeps coming back. And so I'm afraid to see what's happened over 2 years. Tarnished swords, tarnished anything is no good. So I fear for what I'm going to see when I unsheath my sword. Because you're supposed to let a sword breathe ever so often. Anyways, 8-minute video. Didn't really mean to ramble on so much. You know me, Scatosan, the inscriptionist. Any questions, comments, you know where to go. Deuces.